Yo, guys, I love to see it. You guys remember the Tiffany Henyard, right? The mayor of Dalton and the supervisor for Thornton Township? Dude, this is wild, man. Finally, karma is coming her way, dude. She's been pissing all over the people of Dalton and the Thornton Township for all this time, and it's finally coming back to haunt her, man. The scandal-ridden Illinois mayor loses Thornton Township supervisor nomination in historic caucus. Scandal-ridden Dalton, Illinois mayor Tiffany Henyard lost the Democratic nomination for Thornton Township supervisor Tuesday night after a rare caucus. Dalton Mayor Tiffany Henyard will be losing some of her political power after a historic caucus on Tuesday night. The Illinois mayor lost the Democratic nomination for Thornton Township supervisor, a position Henyard currently holds. Henyard's name was not even on the ballot because she did not have the certified assessor on her ticket. All nominees are required to have 8 people on their slate: a supervisor, a highway director, a clerk, an assessor, and 4 trustees. So this is wild because I saw the video of the caucus and she was so confident. The news was doing interviews beforehand, days beforehand. She was like, "Oh no, I'm gonna win. No, y'all see, I'm gonna win. I got this in the bag. This is my game. Y'all don't even know. No, we're gonna keep the show moving, dude." She didn't even have her whole ticket built. What are you talking about? She didn't even have her whole freaking ticket built. This lady is out of her mind, man. Dude, instead, Illinois State Senator Thornton Township Democrat committeeman Napoleon Harris overwhelmingly won the nomination. The caucus and its results enraged Henyard later that night. Tiffany Henyard, the scandal-plagued Democratic mayor of Dalton, was removed from the ballot as Thornton supervisor. "You didn't run none of this the right way," Henyard was heard saying after the caucus. "Illegal. Napoleon." Dude, this is what's wild, man. They tried to impeach her and remove her, what was it, like a year ago, 2 years ago? And the reason why it didn't work was because they were so desperate to get rid of her crazy ass that they both voted on an amendment for impeachment and an amendment to impeach her in the same vote. And she was able to argue this and take it to the Supreme Court. And the Supreme Court was like, "Yo, y'all can't legalize impeachment and then impeach in the same move. Y'all gotta legalize the impeachment and then do the impeachment after you've legalized the impeachment." So she was literally able to secure herself another 2 years just off that alone. And dude, after she won that, she was so hyped. She was so confident, dude. She dressed up like who's that drug dealer in New Jack City, bro? With the hat and the medallion, and she brings the dog in to the next council meeting with the board of trustees. Oh my gosh, bro. She comes in with a boombox and a DJ, bro. She's got a DJ in the meeting where they just failed to impeach her afterwards, right? Dressed up like New Jack with her little pupper on the counter, right? She has her DJ start playing "Bitch Better Have My Money" by like Beyonce or Rihanna. I don't know which one it is. And she starts going off on everyone not paying all the money they owe her. Bro, she's making $224,000 a year after being appointed to the township, okay? And she's making $50,000 a year off Dalton. So she's making $285,000 a year. And she's coming after people saying, "Where's my money? Where's the taxes? Why aren't our funds good?" Well, check this out. You know why they wanted to impeach her in the first place? She had stopped reporting the funds in audits to the treasurer for her to post. And so the treasurer is like, "Yo, what's going on?" Dude, it turns out they end up getting so nervous about the money that's missing and all this stuff that's going on that they end up pulling in Lori Lightfoot. You know Lori Lightfoot, right? And how hated Lori Lightfoot is out of Chicago, and how they literally they just voted her out as Chicago mayor, and she wasn't popular at all. Like even the press briefing as she was leaving, so one of the reporters was like, "Do you feel like you're responsible for the degradation to Chicago that's taken place, dude?" Hilarious. But they brought Lori Lightfoot in to investigate Henyard. That's how much they hate Henyard. And Lori Lightfoot, because of the opaque books, was only able to do a partial audit. But apparently that partial audit was so bad that Lori Lightfoot was like, dude, there needs to be more done here. And it gave the Board of Trustees enough information to start investigations, and it assisted with FBI investigations in this lady. And so they started making moves, preventing her from appointing people. Dude, she had this corrupt police chief, right, who had been arresting her political opposition. And this dude was so corrupt, he had his license to practice law enforcement revoked. And she reappointed him as police chief, even though he couldn't even carry a firearm on the duty. And dude, it was so bad that the Board of Trustees had to come in and remove him again and then pass new measures preventing her from appointing people to further entrench her position in the township or the city of Dalton. Dude, it's wild. The level of corruption that this lady has expressed. Dude, she has leased out SUVs at like $150,000, like these Escalades, right? These big SUVs, leather interiors, the whole 9 yards, for her and all of her massive staff of security to follow her around in. She's got like 6 or 7 police officers that she pays 24 hours for security. So that means even while they're sleeping, they're getting paid overtime. Checks were like $14,000 for a 2-week period, my man. This is wild, dude. Not only all of that, but at the same time, she had the community and her constituents pay for a skating rink. And she called it a community skating rink, except it's only open when she wants to use it for her events. So the community skating rink is really more like Tiffany Henyard's personal skating rink, dude. It's insane. The level of corruption that this lady has engaged in is on a level that I personally have not ever seen before, like this open, right? Dude, as committeeman, Harris made the decision to move from a primary to a caucus, the first caucus Thornton Township's Democratic Party has had in decades. The party also announced that night that supervisor nominees cannot run for other positions, which means, does this mean that she can't be a mayor and supervisor at the same time? Is that what that means? Harris denied the process was unfair and insisted voters had their say. People in Thornton Township may be new to caucuses because they haven't had them in a while, but this has been the tradition for many other townships around the state. Now, honestly, dude, this is the thing that sucks. They are so desperate to get rid of this super mayor lady Henyard that they might have jumped the gun again with this caucus, just like how they did with the impeachment process. Okay. And the reason is because they switched to this caucus process. It's been decades since they did it, and it revolves, I think, getting like tickets for seats in the building. Otherwise, you have to sit outside the building. And I believe there's some level of preference to I think there's a level of first comes, first serve to this caucus. And this Harris dude was able to get his coalition of people to get there first, which forced Henyard's people to be like outside, right? And so there's some nuances, because I was watching the whole caucus yesterday. There's some nuances kind of to this whole situation that Henyard might actually be able to once again get this reversed, guys. They're so desperate to get rid of her. It's actually seems to be working in her favor to a degree. It's pretty wild. Henyard is currently running for re-election despite several scandals against her. Henyard can still be on the ballot in April for Thornton Township supervisor as a write-in or independent candidate, but so far, she has not shown any indication of running that way. However, after losing the nomination, Henyard was heard shouting that she would be suing everyone involved in the process. Fox News Digital reached out to Mayor Henyard's office for comment. Henyard is currently running for re-election as Dalton mayor, and she faces several ongoing scandals for allegedly embezzling funds and targeting her political opponents. Her office also faced an investigation by former Chicago Mayor Lori Lightfoot. People were getting arrested. People were getting arrested for trying to go to trustee meetings, dude. She was shutting down the council building and locking the doors so that trustees could not hold an official meeting inside. The way she tried to consolidate power, ignored the rule of law so hard and was so blatant. Dude, we already talked about her police chief, right? Oh my gosh. She would threaten with arrest people that, like YouTubers that came down just because she'd made such a name for herself just to see what was going on. Oh man, it's crazy, dude. Lori Lightfoot's investigation into the Village Dalton's financial situation revealed in a preliminary report that the Dalton's general fund balance was $5.6 million in 2022, but by May of 2024, the balance had dropped to a deficit of $3.65 million. Dude, that's $9.26 million. Oh my God. Dude, she gutted in 2 years her constituency more than the Biden influence campaign was accepting from foreign backers in that same time period. Like 5.26 million to 5.61 to 3.65 deficit. That's 9.26 million in 2 years. In 2 years. Like, that's insane. Not even the Bidens didn't even make that much money on selling their influence to foreign governments. Whoa, dude, I don't even think Hunter Biden you remember how Hunter Biden went out to Ukraine and was helping the Ukraine, the Kazakhstan, and China and these parties make this oil deal and all this stuff, right? And then Hunter Biden got onto Burisma. That was all like 2014. Between 2014 and 2016, I don't even think the Bidens pulled that in. So oh my God, that's insane, dude. The fact that she thinks she can do that to a small community in the middle of the U.S. with the level of transparency, even though she was attempting to block that transparency, the level of transparency that exists in these areas, dude, she's out of her mind. It's mental illness. Like, she's mentally ill. And is experiencing a level of psychopathy or something. I don't know, man, but dude, it's wild. The culture of corruption must have been so bad when she stepped in that she felt comfortable doing this stuff. It's wild, bro. Lightfoot also disclosed that Henyard used the Village credit card to make a purchase at Amazon, Target, and Walgreens, Wayfair, and other retailers. One jaw-dropping statement revealed that the embattled mayor had dropped $33,000 on January 5th on Amazon. $33,000 in one day. Oh my God. Wow. Wait. I know she was handing out book bags and stuff. Wait. Hold on. She was doing events where she was handing out stuff for free, right? To people, book bags and school supplies and stuff. So I'm wondering if maybe some of that stuff was ordered off Amazon. Because now I'm putting two and two together. And this $33,000 on January 5th, when did she have that event where she was handing out book bags and all this stuff, right, for the back to school or whatever? When was that? That was that summer, right? At the end of that summer. So, geez, what did she buy with that $33,000, bro? What did she buy, dude? Jesus. Wayfair, man, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. The level of corruption is wild. It's so good to see it finally hitting her back. You know, everyone that had been involved in that corrupt atmosphere before she stepped in and screwed everything for them, you know they're pissed. You know, man, dude, if she was able to do this, there must have been people just siphoning off the top, trying to keep it low-key so nobody noticed, really just enjoying their lives. And she comes in and just screws it up for everybody, dude. Like, oh my gosh. Not that I'm for it. I'm glad. Dude, I'm glad. Accelerate it. Why not? Expose it, and that way the constituency and the community can fix it and make sure that this doesn't happen again, right? Because when you can be taken advantage of, you attract people into those positions who want to take advantage of you, right? So close those loopholes, close all that, so that way you kind of dissuade the type of personality archetype who wants to take advantage of others from even kind of pursuing that position in the first place, right? Because that's the type of stuff that really develops that corrupt culture. So anyway, guys, I thought it was a fun read, a good one, dude. Next segment, we're going to look into this United Healthcare assassination, dude. So that's going to be pretty interesting. But anyway, hey, thank you so much, guys. I hope you guys had a good one. I enjoyed it. You guys rock, and I'll talk to you guys on the next one.